Hello. One more thing. What are you doing?
It's a little full time, I'm assuming.
It's hammer time.
No, it's hammer time.
It's loud. Yeah. Hello, Demon Dictator. Hello, Dan. Daisy. Darcy. Hello, hello, hello. Just turn it down just a little bit. Just turn it down just a little bit. He's not taking it. He's not taking it. Somebody's home from school.
Is that better?
So I think she was well enough to go.
What is this? Is this Nas? Are you watching Nas still?
She just had a small cough. Anyway, I got my strawberry jam this afternoon. My husband went to McDonald's and got me a sausage McMuffin. And so we're going to try the jam. We're going to mess up my sausage McMuffin with the Jamma Scam. Okay. I got my Valentine's ears on. Woo-hoo. My ears on. Make sure they're on not my ears, but my Valentine hearts. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Pickles. I know. We're going to do the Jamma Scam this morning. Okay. Somebody's not at school today. That's why we're running a little late. Normally I'm earlier than this. I did too. Aren't they cute? My little Valentine's hearts. Guys. Yeah. It's 6'7". 6'7". Just fixing my hair a little bit. I'm not in love with it. Hi, Daisy. I was just saying hello to you. Hello, Marie. Now, it's a little noisy in my house today because we got the whole family here. We got hubby working from home, and we got Little Bit staying home from school because she had a cough. And Rocky Doolittle is barking at the streets again. Thank you. Okay, I bought an English. My husband went to McDonald's and got a sausage McMuffin from McDonald's. Okay, and I decided to share my sausage McMuffin with the strawberry jam that I bought from Meghan and hope for the best. It's a sausage McMuffin. Now, I'm not going to spread this all over. It smells like strawberry, but the problem is it doesn't taste like strawberry. Hi, Marine. Hello, hello, hello. Looks like the refrigerator made it a little thicker. All right. You saw yesterday where she's trying to make us do a spritzer with her jam. It's really embarrassing. So let's do it to it. Let's just put a little, because we don't know if it's going to be good or not. And I don't want to mess up my whole sandwich. You know what I mean? Hello, Shanoa. Yeah, it sounds gross too, the spritzer. Again, Rocky's barking at his street, scares home from school. So there's no telling what you might hear during the day. Let me get something to wash this down with. All right, here we go. Let's hope for the best, because maybe I can put it on the rest of it. She put that in there, Darcy. The pacte, the pactin. She put that in there, Letitia. As you know, I am from the UK, Great Britain. I can honestly say I have never known anyone to have jam in a sausage muffin. Really? A sausage McMuffin with jelly? Yeah, you should try it. I know you guys have a McDonald's. So they have a sausage McMuffin. I didn't get the egg. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. Hello, Cyrus. Salute. It's been a while. Yeah, you guys haven't tried. You don't try jelly with your breakfast sandwich? Human Dictator says no, no, no. That's weird. That's what we use it for, toast and breakfast sandwiches and jelly and stuff. Mm-hmm. Lisa, this is the jam. I got me a sausage McMuffin from see, Janet likes jelly on her bacon sandwich. The sausage McMuffin is drowning out that horrible taste. I have to say, you have to find your niche with it. Yeah. I say if you buy this, you're gonna have to do the sausage McMuffin. Because it's starting to taste a little like strawberry on the sandwich. Mm-hmm. I put some jam. Let me put a little more. It smells like raspberry a little bit. Yeah, I think I can tolerate it with the sandwich. It's not good on regular bread. Marie, sausage and jam, Letitia, I love you. Marie, I like jelly on my bacon sandwiches. How does the ham taste? It tastes okay, Lisa, with the sausage. But the jam is tasting better with this. Okay. Mm-hmm. It drowns it out. It drowns out that horrible taste. Marie can't stop laughing. Guys, everybody from America, Lisa, all of you. Haven't you heard of people having jelly on your sausage biscuits and your biscuit sandwiches and your yeah, like a sausage biscuit, McMuff, like a sausage biscuit, they put jelly on it. You guys never heard of that? That is so, like, it's unusual for me to put it on my sandwich, according to you guys. Okay, Daisy. Yeah, the Mimi cocktail doesn't sound good at all. You put jelly on pancakes? Yeah, I put syrup. Just a little bit of syrup on my pancakes. You do have peanut butter with jam. Yep. Yeah, we do that too. The only jelly we have is cranberry jelly or mint jelly or turkey or lamb. Oh. What about the king's jelly or gel, whatever? What does he have? What does King Charles do? Let's take another bite. It's not that bad with the sandwich. For my Great Britain family, when you go to McDonald's, you got to go. And you got to ask them in the morning when you order your sandwich to give you some jelly with it. Okay? They should have jelly because every McDonald's does. They have grape or strawberry. You can choose. Demon Dictator says the only jelly we have is cranberry jelly or mint jelly. What does mint jelly taste like? Or turkey or lamb? Maybe you guys call it something else. Jam. Ask ask McDonald's if they have some jam to go with your sandwich. Y'all making me hungry, says Cyrus. I've never heard of mint sauce. I just wonder, what does it taste like? Mint? See, Fluffy likes strawberry jam. It's strawberry jam. I'm calling it jelly, but it's jam. Okay? It's jam. Try it, guys, my UK family, European family. Try to get a sausage McMuffin with egg, or not with egg. I don't like egg with mine, but you can. Get that and put some jam on it and see if you like it. Try strawberry. They have grape and strawberry. Maria is still laughing. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Lisa has cleared it up. McDonald's call it jelly. It's either jelly or jam, Lisa. I'm really getting tired of the taste though from the strawberry. Like I don't want no more on there. It just tastes like strawberry jam now. Dashi, she has the raspberry jelly jam spread to put in the cocktail, which looks disgusting. The spritzer. So, guys, today we're going to talk about Andrew, of course. Let's see what's going on with Nancy. Do you guys believe that she's still with us? I think if the kidnappers had her, then they would let her speak or say something on a burner phone. These kidnappers are not very wise. And then I hear something about the grandson. I'm not really hearing too much about that. Doesn't it feel like it's taking forever to find out where she is? All the King's products are organic. 100% of the sales go to charity, I've heard. One of them days, I'm going to get some of his. I am too. I'm going to buy some too. His rhubarb and ginger jam is my favorite flavor jam. Wow. Ginger jam. I've never heard. All I know is jelly, and all I know is strawberry and grape. And there's some other ones, but those two are the only ones I really know about. Cyrus says, yeah, I love strawberry jam. I don't know if you would love this though, Cyrus. This might not be in your appetite because I'm trying to force it on other things so I can eat it and not waste it. But do I regret buying it? Yes. Is it good? On certain things, I wouldn't say it's good. I would say it's tolerable. It's tolerable. It's not bad because it's not jelly or jam. It's still that spread-a-do. Oh, you put it on turkey. Wow. Like a turkey sandwich? And it's mint. That is so interesting. Mint sauce. Now I want to try it. I want to try everything new. She ain't coughed once. We could have went to school, Kara. Oh yeah. Well, she was coughing when you said it, so she's supposed to go to the dentist, but she's not. We're gonna have to reschedule because I just think that she does have some type of cold. Unless they say bring her on in. I'm gonna call them and let them know and see what they say. Excuse me. I eat apple jelly on my sausage and biscuit at home. See? There's a jelly, says Shanoa. And Fluffy says jelly or jam, it's still good. Yep, pretty much. They're just different names for them. They all taste it's the same, except for hers. Yeah, it's the same jam or jelly. McDonald's will give you like a little small packet. So when you got, I really want you guys to try the sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit with cheese with jelly. And I know McDonald's have it because they have it up here. So when you ask for jam or jelly, whichever one. But let me know if you guys don't have that. That will be weird. Apple sounds good, doesn't it, Cyrus? It makes the sandwich taste much better. It does. It give it a kick. It elevates the sandwich. Her as ever jam was supposed to elevate it. I'm just seeing if I can eat it and make it tolerable. I didn't get the sausage biscuit with cheese because I was like, I wanted it on an English muffin. I bought some English muffins for this. And the sausage McMuffin is on an English muffin. It's funny how they call it English muffin. You have Fluffy? I'm finna get into it. Because somebody said something about the grandson. I don't think so. She hasn't had her meals in 12 meds in 12 to 13 days. See? Lisa says she hasn't had her meds. So does Cyrus. Let's see what's going on. I heard they found a glove. I've been watching it. Sadly, I think Nancy has passed already. Could have been at the beginning with the shock of it. Wow. That is so sad. I feel like a country mourning someone that I see as Nancy Guthrie not with us. Rest in peace. Wow. All of you are saying the same thing. No one is reporting on the grandson. I really hope she is still alive. What they are doing to his family is just pain and cruel. That is true. It is so heartbreaking. Darcy Diamond. No, we don't know that. We just was wondering. I just asked the question. Do you think that she's still with us? That's what I asked. And people just put in their own thoughts on that, Mary. No, we don't know that. Shanoa thinks the same thing. Cyrus is still thinking about it. Black who? I've never heard of that kind of jam. Do you like black? I like blackberry jam. No, I would like to know what it looks like. What color is it? Now I'm going to find mint jam. Never had it. Me neither, Lisa. Lisa. Maybe we can get it on Amazon. I'm full. I'm done with the jam. I say if you're gonna buy this, make sure there's a McDonald's at the corner. And if you like sausage McMuffins, you're gonna have to get that daily to be able to eat this. Exactly, Lisa. We're praying that she's still alive, but we don't know. Hot pepper jelly. Ooh. I wouldn't mind having some a little spicy jam. A little spicy jam. I love hot pepper jelly with corned beef. Oh, hot pepper jelly. I bet that's good. You know? I bet that's good. Yummy, yummy to the tummy. Lisa, yes, mint sauce jelly is so nice on meat. Mm. I have loads in my roast dinners. Just wonder what it looks like too. Is it a dark color, light color? Does it look like it's mint? I know. Interesting. I hope I'm not getting what Kara's got. Well, last night I did. My throat. Yep. Is it right now? You need to take one of the here. You need to take one of these. Here, take one. Yeah, that's why I was feeling it. And I took one of these and it went away. Take one of these. I know it's strong. I know it's strong, but let me tell you something. I took one of those and I was done. Really? Yeah. That's how strong it is. I wish I could give it to Kara, but she wouldn't eat it. She would be like, I gave Kara one of those, you know those things, those poppets where you it's called Pop It. And you put it in your mouth and it pops. Put a one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. That candy that you put in your mouth and it starts popping. We have applesauce on pork. Ooh. Applesauce on pork. Wow. I would like to come to your house for dinner, Demon Dictator, to taste some of these dishes. Because when I came to England, all I had was fish and chips. I did have a burger. The person I was with kept complaining about the food. I went to visit some friends in England and they were saying, well, you're not going to like this. You're not going to like that. And let's go to the grocery store and get you some meat pies. Caribbean, it was some type of, it was good. Letitia, I'm default going to ask, I can't wait to see the face of the person who serves me in McDonald's. I'm going to try not laugh when I ask. Okay, Marie. Okay, you got to tell me the whole experience. Okay, you got to tell me exactly what happened when you went to McDonald's and asked for jelly or jam. Mm-hmm. Hi, it's me, Jazzy. Good morning. I love your name. 3 cloves. Salome Bella predicts she passed 3 days after her abduction. Sorry about that. It's me. Got the word wrong. Salome Bella predicts she passed 3 days after abduction. Thank you for giving us that information. That is sad. Especially not having her meds. Maureen, I agree. I think it was the beginning. The shock may have been too much. Pack Gurrit jam is delicious, Payne says. Wow, I've never heard of that. Have anybody ever heard of this jam? Good morning, lovely. Salome Bella predicted that. Wow, that's so sad. Oh, Marie said it's delicious. So it must be a European thing. Yeah, I love culture. This is why I love culture. I love different cultures. It's just so amazing to know the differences in my culture and everybody's culture. And you're always learning. Blackcurrant jam is so good. Just like Demon Dictator was saying that the mint sauce or what is it? I think the mint sauce is good on pork. The orange marmalade was disgusting. I ordered her orange marmalade thinking it would. I don't know why I ordered it because I don't even eat orange marmalade. I just started just to try it and see. Oh my God, we're turning this into a cooking channel. I cooked, like I've been buying the HelloFresh meals. Have you guys heard of the HelloFresh meals? Where you buy the meals and then they prep the meals not prep, but bring you all the ingredients and then you make the dish. I said I was going to start cooking for you guys again because I made some chili. Today I may make some salmon or a meatloaf. It just depends on what I take out to cook. But there's one in there that's a spaghetti parmesan thing. I may make that today. I'm knowing what not to get anymore because some of these meals I'm not in love with. But if you want, put a 1 in the chat if you would like to see me cook. Cyrus is hungry. What you gonna eat today, Cyrus? Okay, I forgot what that one was. What was the first one about pickles? That's why it's good to take a poll because you don't remember what you was polling for. Pop rocks. That's what we was putting the 1 in there. Pop rocks. Okay. So I wanted Kara to eat some of it yesterday. So I said, get a little bit of it. Get a little bit of it. And she took some and she said, it's popping in my mouth. I said, it sure is. And then I gave my husband some. He loves it. He wants to buy more. But it's funny because it's popping in your mouth. Yep, that's it, Marine. Hello, Seattle, Washington. Where are we from, chat? Let's put where we're from. Yeah, let's do a where I'm from thing. Where are you from? I'm from Texas. Woo! I'm from Texas and I want to have a meet and greet. Yep, that's exactly what it does, Marine. I'm getting to the regular program. Oh, you want to try pumpkin pie? My mom makes it. Well, it's sweet potato. It's sweet. There's a pumpkin pie, but there's also a sweet potato pie that they're in the same family. But I would have my mom make you one of those. Marie, Pop Rocks grew up on them. Oh, Cyrus grew up on them. He grew up on the Pop Rocks. What did I call them? Pop something else? Yeah, the Pop Rocks. This one was blue, like a blue raspberry or blue whatever, and it was just popping. She got it for her Valentine's Day. So she came home with this big bag of just goodies everywhere. Moms go all out for their kids. Because then she said, Mommy, I picked a pig. So hold on. So we went through this bag. This is what's left over. All this stuff, all this candy for these kids. This is a Cheerio necklace. I want to keep it. I know I can't because it's food, but she just does cute things. Anyway, these are the bags. These are some of the bags that I had for their Valentine's Day. And so she got in the car. She says, Mom, I picked a pig. I picked a pig. So they had all kinds of candy. All kinds of candy. And this is the bag that had the Pop Rocks in it. The bag had the Pop Rocks. So what mom brought those? Shanoa's in Memphis, Tennessee. So is my family, Shanoa. I have family in Memphis. I think here, so you're about maybe 7 hours from me, Shanoa. I think here in the UK, if you ask for jam at McDonald's, they'll phone the nearest asylum to have you admitted. LOL. No, they should have it. It's one of their products. You know what? I want to know so bad that I want to call McDonald's in the UK and ask them, get them on the phone and ask them, do they have jelly or jam to go with my sausage biscuit this morning? Salute to Memphis, Tennessee, Bill Street. Yes. Wet Willie's. That's what I'm reminded of when I think of Memphis. Wet Willie's, Memphis Blues Barbecue. Yeah. Hi, Sunflower. She is in here. Demon Dictator is here. What was the one again? I forgot. Demon Dictator. I'm available whenever she is. During the week. The weekends, whichever is best for her. Yeah. I kind of like to know their schedule and then I can work around them. But I would say this week wouldn't be good because I go back to court on Tuesday and I got to prepare. So I would say next week, Wednesday or something. Wednesday or Thursday, any day after Tuesday. Cyrus, so I assume that you're slim, like your picture. Nice picture, by the way, Cyrus. See, I tend to eat once a day too, but then I snack at night. That's my problem. Yeah, come into the other chat, Sunflower. Come into the other stream. Come into the other stream. London, woo! London's in the house. Remember when you made spaghetti a while ago, Alicia, on a live show? You remember, Marie? Yes. Oh, the ones was cooking show. Okay. Yes. We don't know if she's dead or not. Scotland. Paisley in the west of Scotland. I hope I said that right. Scotland. Woo, Marine is in Scotland. That is so cool. Florida, Central West Coast. You go, Sunflower. I don't like pumpkin or sweet potato. You don't like sweet potato either, Lisa? Lisa? I know a lot of people don't like pumpkin pie, but I'm not like this big, like, oh my God, I gotta have it. But if it's there, I'll eat it. The sweet potato pie, for sure. Because I get just a plate of sweets. On like Thanksgiving, I'm talking about. I know, Cyrus. I'm worldwide. I got people in Scotland, London, Florida, Memphis. And Cyrus, where did you say you was from again? Can you tell me? I was going back in the chat to see. Salute to all the nations out there. We in here. I know. It's so cool. It's so cool. Rocky is pissed off now because he's not getting what he wants. But he does get what he wants. He just wants to make noise like everybody else in this house. I think that's what it is. I got a voice too. Yep. Cyrus, we're in the barbecue. You know what? Sometimes my chat and my lives go a different way. And today is no different. So we will get to the content in a moment, but I'm really enjoying the chat right now, if you guys don't mind. Thank you. Cyrus, we're the barbecue captain here in Memphis. And now for good eating. So it's hard to eat one meal a day here. Yeah, they got some good barbecue. Where's that? The interstate barbecue? Oh God, Cyrus, that's the barbecue capital. I'm curious if they gave jam at McDonald's in the UK now also. I am too. That's why I told them to ask when they get there, Lisa, to see if they have any jam in there. Because they should. If you have it in the United States, you should have the same thing in the UK at McDonald's. Okay, Marine. Thank you. And we don't know that. Yep, KC, Texas even tries to get in with the barbecue a little bit. But Kansas City with Gates, yummy tummy. You know, you can order Gates barbecue sauce online. Yes, McDonald's UK offers a McMuffin with jam. It does. On their breakfast menu, this item consists of a toasted English muffin served with strawberry jam. It is featured as a lower calorie. Oh, so you went and checked. So you can get jam. Look at there. When you try it. Try it. Now that we know that you guys get it, try it. And Maureen said she was going to try it. Mary. Yeah, try it. That's my problem also, especially in the winter. I tend to snack at night. It's like comfort eating on cold, dark nights. Oh God, and I love sweets. And I'm out of ice cream. No, I'll pass on both, she said. Doesn't like the sweet potato pie and the um, sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. I'm a dance teacher, born a boy. I teach routines for breakdancing. Oh God, I would love to see that. Let us know if you have any videos that we can show on here, Cyrus. Here, I'm gonna leave my email just in case. I would love to see that. And we don't have Discord anymore, so let that go. Shanoa says she loves sweet potato pie. Break dancer. So Cyrus is a dance teacher, guys. Born a b-boy, I teach routines for break dancers. That is pretty cool. Seattle, Washington. There it is. I knew it was, I wanted to say Washington, but it didn't come out. Poor Rocky. Poor Lisa is concerned about you, Rockadoo Little. I told him, Lisa, you was concerned about him, his little self. Keep picking up dust. That's all he does all day is kick up dust. Where is Rocky now? Honey. Okay, he's in the bed. He didn't calm down. Oh, thank you, Cyrus. I like you being here. Thank you. I know it's been a while. We haven't seen you in a minute. You must be busy with dance. I bet that is really cool though. I put my email down there if you want to send some videos of what you do. Love to see it. Interesting barbecue. Neely's barbecue. Corky's barbecue. Tip's barbecue. Okay, you're right. They got a lot of barbecue in Memphis. Woo! Yes. I'm going to give a shout out to Danny Robinson. It's my girl. Okay, Marine. I'm going to be wanting to know what you guys think of that. I really am. Okay, Demon Dictator. Oh, if I give him any more love, he gonna die. He gonna die of love. Ain't that right, Rockadoo Little? Lisa thinks you need some love. Come tell her how much love you get. Woo! Yeah, he's like a baby. He sleeps with us. He goes with us. He does things with us. He's the baby. Kara was the baby, but now she isn't the baby anymore. Okay, and we can watch it on here. Just send me the link. Just put your YouTube link in here. And we'll pull it up. I'll pull it up if you don't mind. If you don't mind me bringing it up on here, put your YouTube name in here. Is it Cyrus 007? Okay, let's see what's going on with Nancy. Okay, guys. What? Yeah, you got to be careful with Dan Wooden. Dan Wooden will have you believing stuff. Not really. Excuse me. Oh, I heard someone say she only has 10 people in her chat. I don't care. I don't care if I have 2 people in my chat. Those 2 people come to see me. Yeah, those 2, the 2 to 10 people that you say that I have in my chat, they come to see me. Yours, they come to see you spaz out. Because that's what you do. You're like a spazzy 2-year-old. Yeah, that's what she acts like, a spoiled 2-year-old. And you know, let me just say this real quick and I'll move on. You know, AT2 said it yesterday. He said that you need a conservatorship. You need someone to watch over you. You do. Because this is ridiculous behavior. And he's right. I don't like spending my time at court every week. This is ridiculous. But number one thing is she should have to pay because she's lying about her income and her finances. And she keeps changing her story. Tops Barbecue. Sorry for the typo. Tops. I think I've heard of Tops. But I am so used to what is it? The Interstate Barbecue? Yeah, he does. I saw that yesterday. He was embellishing, and embellishing. We both were Demon Dictator. Oh, you're shy. Cyrus said he's shy. That you can't be shy and teach and dance. But in your picture, you look a little shy. A spazzer 2-year-old. Oh my God, that's hilarious, late Letitia. Yes. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Correct. Correct, Cyrus. Let's move back. Let's redirect our focus because the one thing that I don't want to do and that I have to continue to remind myself is don't respond. Okay, don't respond. Okay, I don't know how.
I don't understand.
Up on my screen, but there it is.
Now, millions of Super Bowl fans ditched the official halftime show, which featured
about me. Okay, my playlist. There's Julia. Did you guys check out me and Julia? Oh wow, 3.1 people watched it, but only got 2 followers. Okay, moving on. I got a little distracted.
Now, millions of Super Bowl fans ditched the official halftime show, which featured a Spanish-only performance from anti-Trumper Bad Bunny. Millions, Kinsey, opted for Turning Point USA's halftime show, headlined by Kid Rock, Brantley Gilbert, Lee Bryce, and Gabby Barrett. How many were watching this alternative halftime show, Kinsey?
Yeah, I mean, the NFL really split fans with the Bad Bunny.
I mean,
That is
a lot of
not
viewers
true.
responded by simply turning off NBC. Others took to X to complain. The tweets are hysterical. Meanwhile, Turning Point USA's alternative halftime show pulled in a massive audience. At peak, I saw 6.1 million viewers.
A couple of new things. There is a new video on Ring's Neighbors app, which is really interesting to authorities in this investigation. We spoke with a high-up official in this investigation who said they are, and this is a quote, absolutely looking at this video. It shows a man skulking around the front porch of a house.
He said that?
Days before the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. It is 6.5 miles away from Nancy's home. Interestingly, this man, we blurred his face, but he has a goatee and a mustache. And if you look at the video on Nancy Guthrie's porch, the man seen there appears to have the same. So again, we don't know if the two are connected, but the authorities are, as was put to us, absolutely looking at this video. Couple of other things. One is, we have been told
Let's
by
see the video
multiple
again.
sources connected to this investigation that they have been
Who is this
frustrated
guy?
over not being able. A couple of new things.
What? Okay, what's going on? Chat, put a 1 if you guys are still here with me. Ooh, I'm gonna get me a blow pop. My daughter's candy. All right, good. Well, I think the reason why they're blurring his face because you don't want to harass someone that has nothing to do with it. This could just be a regular guy doing his own thing. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, thank you guys for putting a 1 in there. It just got so quiet.
There is a new video on Ring's Neighbors app, which is really interesting to authorities in this investigation. We spoke with a high-up official in this investigation who said they are, and this is a quote, absolutely looking at this video. It shows a man skulking around the front porch of a house. 8 days before the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. It is 6.5 miles away from Nancy's home.
What does that got to do with
this
anything?
man, we blurred his face, but he has a goatee and a mustache. And if you look at the video on Nancy Guthrie's porch, the man seen there appears to have the same. So again, we don't know if the two are connected, but the authorities are, as was put to us, absolutely looking at this video. Couple of other things. One is, we have been told by multiple sources connected to this investigation that they have been frustrated over not being able to identify a vehicle tied to the person at Nancy Guthrie's front porch. They have looked everywhere, and it's one of the reasons they are putting out this APB, if you will, asking people in that area if they've seen anything over the month before Nancy was kidnapped. But
This
the vehicle
is a
going to be
mystery.
key, and the wider net they cast, the more likely it is that they're going to get a lead. So it's something that they really want. Now, finally, I want to talk about these ransom notes. We have received one. There are 2 of them, and it is now going on 2 weeks since Nancy's kidnapping. The note we received demands $6 million, and I can tell you, we check this Bitcoin account regularly, and the money is not there. $6 million, not there. And it's been 2 weeks. Savannah had said they were going to present the money through the Bitcoin account. It has not yet happened. I will tell you this. I know, and when I say I know, I am positive that authorities, including the FBI, are vitally interested in that ransom note. I know this to be true. And I can't say the specifics because I promised I wouldn't, but I can tell you they are absolutely still vitally interested in this ransom note. So it doesn't seem like they've been able to connect the dots. And again, we have in that ransom note. I know this to be true. And I can't say, I will tell you this. I know, and when I say I know, I am positive that authorities, including the FBI, are vitally interested in that ransom note. I know this to be true. And I can't say the specifics because I promised I wouldn't, but I can tell you they are absolutely still.
Then why are you telling us that?
I will tell you this. I know. And when I say I know, I am positive.
Why are you
that
spilling the
authorities,
beans?
including the FBI, are vitally interested in that ransom note. I know this to be true. And I can't say the specifics because I promised I wouldn't, but I can tell you they are
Hi, CP
absolutely
Lee.
still vitally interested in this ransom note. So it doesn't seem like they've been able to connect the dots. And
You're
again, we have
spewing
received two
things. You're not
emails
with
from
the
somebody who
chat.
says he knows who the kidnapper is, but he wants a Bitcoin because he says he needs the money.
I'm gonna
because
have
he's
to
gonna
remove
lay low
you.
for a while, and because he fears retaliation. And
Hello,
he said
Siggy
he also
Lee.
just doesn't
So
want to
good
be
to see
called a rat.
you.
So that money has not been deposited either. That's $67,000, which is the value of a Bitcoin right now. Absolutely still vitally interested in this ransom note. So it doesn't seem like they've been able to connect the dots. And again, we have received two emails from somebody who says he knows who the kidnapper is, but he wants a Bitcoin because he says he needs the money because he's going to have to lay low for a while and because he fears retaliation. And he said he also just doesn't want to be called a rat. So that money has not been deposited either. That's $67,000, which is the value of a Bitcoin right now. But that money hasn't been deposited either. I cannot tell you that that person actually knows who the kidnapper is because we don't know who that person is. And my understanding, and I have a pretty good understanding, the authorities don't know either. But I will tell you, they are still really interested in that ransom note.
Wow, this thing is getting trickier and trickier and trickier.
My favorite guest. How you doing, Kinsey?
Oh my gosh, Kevin.
And trickier.
A couple of new things.
Okay, this just made it more. I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused, everyone. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we have any additional information on her. Is this it? No, I think we did this yesterday.
Breaking new developments in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. You are getting a look at the person who may have taken Savannah Guthrie's mom in the middle of the night. The Pima County Sheriff's Department releasing this video of the suspect who allegedly tampered with the 80.
Okay, let's see what's going on with this.
Fox News alert: the desperate search for Nancy Guthrie is in the 12th day, and investigators are still searching for exactly who this person is. Captured on Nancy's doorbell camera. Now they are reportedly knocking on doors, asking neighbors what they drive, what kind of car, do you own a truck?
Wow, now they asking neighbors. Like, you think it's a neighbor that did it? What's going on is this could be an... Do you guys think that this could be something, an inside thing going on? Because it's just... something's up. Why are you knocking on neighbors' doors about their car? It's just, that don't seem productive. I don't know. You think it was a neighbor? There is a direct message from TMZ to the writer of the ransom note, I guess. Wow. Where's my mods? They're here, Cyrus. And whoever, I don't have that many people in my chat when I do chat. So I was gonna say, whoever else would like to be a mod, just let me know and we can discuss it. It's not that big of a deal to me. I don't treat it like other people, like Christine wanting a ranch so bad she'll pay for it. Kind of a thing. They have to have footage of when Nancy was dropped off that night. They are only going to show what they want us to see right now. Good point. Why didn't they show us that when Nancy got dropped off and went to the door? Good one, Lisa. I know the Bitcoin thing is the fact that the perpetrator or the people that said that they know where she is wants a Bitcoin, wants money through Bitcoin. They want it through Bitcoin. I guess you can't trace it or something. It's weird. Like, why wouldn't they be able to trace this Bitcoin situation back to the perpetrator? Or back to whoever? Or maybe it doesn't happen that fast in real life. Okay, yes, sweetheart. I'm good. Thank you, Demon Dictator. Yeah, you told me that. I'm good. Yeah, Demon Dictator is here. She's one of my mods, but she's cooking dinner, and I got this, girl. Thank you. Because neighbors may have seen or noticed a vehicle not regular to the neighborhood or a stranger walking around. Yeah, but wouldn't they would have done that in the beginning? Ask the neighbors and stuff? They're just now asking the neighbors? God, it just seems like this is moving a little slower, especially with the help of the administration. Because didn't Donald Trump say that he was helping? Is Nancy's daughter Susan the lady who interviewed Amber Heard after the trial? I don't know, guys. Do you think so? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. I gotta get my daughter some milk. Hold on.
They're also asking for doorbell footage. But we still don't know for sure if there was a getaway car. Logic says yes, but was it caught on camera anywhere? Between Nancy and Annie's home runs Oracle Road, and there are cameras. We know that because Fox News Digital spotted them along that road, but Arizona DOT says they don't record cars. Around Nancy's home, it's a mix of city, county, and state roads, and not all of them have recording cameras. It's pitch black at night. Pima County officials say even the cameras that do record aren't foolproof. Residential or business cameras could have captured activity, but that's up to them to share. Former NYPD inspector and Fox News contributor Paul Morrow is outside the sheriff's office. Paul, this search among the cameras for a car, I understand it's a bit of a needle in a haystack. What can you find? What can you eliminate in terms of neighbors' cars? Do you get the sense this is something that is going to yield fruit for law enforcement?
Well, it's very hard to say at this point, of course, but we do have a couple of things going for law enforcement here. First of all, you have a pretty good idea of the time of ingress. We have that approach that we've all seen in the video that was released previously of when he takes the Nest camera off the wall. Assuming that that's the initial approach, it gives you a pretty good metric to look at. There are only, according to what I understand, about 4 ingress and egress major roads that come in to the area, and then there's all the stuff that you just enumerated. I'll give you another metric in this thing, though. You know, Will, the cameras here are, if they are configured to capture cars moving, and it is light enough to see them, or if there is a red light camera, you have to say to yourself, is it going to capture the plate? Now, if it's a red light camera, it's made to.
Marine says that Bitcoin is untraceable. That's not good. They should have spoke to neighbors that same day that reported her missing. That's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't make sense, Debbie. Now they're going around looking at different cars. It's weird. It's like they're backwards. I just think so. Like, wouldn't you do that in the beginning? CCTV on Nancy's house. Debbie says maybe they are interviewing people. Not much in real life happens as fast as it does in movies or TV. Okay, I'll give you that, Debbie. Sunflower says you are right. Maybe local law enforcement interview neighbors and FBI is going out again. Okay. Okie dokie. Cyrus says Bitcoin is traceable. Lisa says it's a video with what appears to be the same man at a back gate with two black backpacks. Did you see that one? No. No, I didn't see that one, Lisa.
Do that, so it'll get the back plate. But if it's a traffic camera, then you're only going to get probably the front plate, that is the car coming at you. Here's the rub. Arizona is a one-plate state. That is to say, only a rear plate is required. So that could take some of the cameras that are there for traffic purposes also off the table in terms of utility.
Yeah, and my understanding, Paul, on top of that is that even though a camera exists, the vast majority of them may not be recording. They may stream for, I guess, live traffic updates or whatever they need to get from those cameras, but they don't have a backlog of recording on the state-owned cameras unless they're part of the high traffic, high crime area flock system.
Yeah, and the other problem is, when do they overwrite? Even in New York City, which has money to spend on this stuff, the Lower Manhattan Initiative, which is there to throw a ring of steel around the financial district for counterterrorism purposes. I had more than one occasion where we went to retrieve imagery that we really thought would be there, and it turns out it had been overwritten weeks ago, because at the end of the day, you run into resource issues. This stuff can be expensive to store when you're talking about at the municipal level. So I think that, look, we have this new recent video that apparently came from the same night, roughly 19, 20 minutes before the camera work that we saw, the video that we saw initially released. That would potentially be inside the sort of ring that we're talking about. And in that case, you are down to something like neighborhood Nest cameras, or something where maybe another car is driving by that has a dash cam, something like that.
All right, Paul Morrow from Arizona. Thank you so much, Paul.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to
All right, guys, we're going to move on. We're going to keep an eye out. Lisa is telling us there's another video out there that appears to be the same man at a back gate with a backpack. I think that's the man that they were just talking about, but I haven't seen it, and I don't see it on my feed, sweetheart, to take a look at it. Debbie says, reportedly local LEO is not cooperating with the FBI. Leo who? Local Leo. Who's that? Ooh, Shanoa says Savannah Guthrie was the first to interview some of Epstein's victims. Interesting. I think the media became too involved too early, too much speculative opinions, and law enforcement is withholding information to protect the investigation. Well, that's good that they're withholding it because maybe we shouldn't know everything. And then in due time, we will. Check the email. Okay. Okay, sorry, all this crap a Doolittle. Let me check my email, Lisa. Hold on, guys. Okay, here it is. Oh, I don't know who that is, Lisa. Did you send it to me? Oh, I got your email though. Thank you. Okay, hold on, guys. I want to show you something really quick. Lisa, I didn't see it. I didn't see the I got your email though. Okay, let me see. Was it this one right here? I think I played this earlier.
I think we go straight into this top story because this is what so many
people. And what, Kara?
Locally, but all around.
Okay.
Around the country, even the world.
Why can't I hear these women?
News. It is the Nancy Guthrie.
Hold on, I can't hear anything either.
And TMZ.
There is a new video.
What's wrong with the volume?
Which is really interesting to authorities.
Oh, I don't know what the Doolittle is going on.
Keep that same in our numbers.
My volume went out. The volume just went out, and the volume is broke.
There is a new video.
Yeah, it's broke.
Which is really
I can't hear anything
to authorities in this investigation. We spoke with a high-up official in.
I don't know what just happened, guys. Lisa, I'm trying to get the volume back up, but I think I played it earlier. There was another man on his porch, but they blotted his face out. Okay, I'm still looking for the video, guys. Lisa said it's on TMZ. Okay, I'll look for that. At least I can pull it up, even if we can't. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a moment.
I think we go straight.
I'll say. I'm concerned. I'm not putting on regular birds.
So this isn't it. Either. Maybe now it'll work. Now that I put it down and came out. Uh-oh. We're not getting to watch her head.
Here, I want you to turn that position. Turn it.
Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Is this not it? Oh, I think I saw it. I saw it. It was like 3 backpacks. Kiara. No, I just. No. Guys, I don't see it.
You want your mouth?
I'm sorry, guys. I looked everywhere. I'm going to need the link. No, I don't know if it's the remote that need new batteries, but I just put those batteries in there. I turned it on. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm not able to find it. Lisa, when Demon Dictator comes back, I will ask her to see if she can find it. Looks like a back gate. See if you have my email now. Let me check. Can you resend the email? Because I didn't get it. I'm responding to you. This one. Okay. Until we can find it, we're going to move on, guys. To okay, Lisa said he's walking past a car to a gate with 2 backpacks trying to unlock a gate. See if you can resend it, Lisa. Send it again, sweetheart. Because I only got that one. Only received that particular email. Hold on, guys, just a sec. Oopsie daisy. Hold on. Guys, check this out. Okay. Lisa, you have to come up and put it in the private chat. You know how to do that? Okay, hold on. Here it comes. Look at this real quick, and then we'll move on to Andrew. A little bit of Andrew and a little bit of Meghan, and then we'll call it a day, okay? But what's going on with Beyonce and Jay-Z?
Well, Prince William and Princess Catherine have broken their silence after this series of fresh bombshell revelations about Andrew from the newly.
Oh God, guys! What the heck?
Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Let's kick off this episode with some of our messiest blind items. This one is about Timothée Chalamet and another woman named Anna Marie. It reads, the actress the meme actor was spotted with is a known yachter. He has hookups all the time, but since they are not recorded or photographed, everyone is losing their mind now. This comment reads, damage control incoming. Timothy was busted in France. Chris will not be happy about this. Before we get into Timothy and Anna Marie, I do want to give you a little spoiler that our next blind item is actually about Kylie and Travis and them doing something behind Timothy's back. But no more spoilers. Timothy was recently spotted in France and he was joined by Anna Marie Bartolomé. She's a French-Romanian actress, and they were spotted in a hotel lobby together. Even though Timothy and Anna Marie seemed surprised by the cameras, they were able to get away, and we didn't see too much. Like, we didn't see any kissing or anything like that, so there's no evidence of actual cheating here. Timothy right now has been working for that Oscar.
Okay, I got it back up. This should work.
Get that Oscar, Timmy boy. He recently was asked in a Q&A for Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Let's kick off this episode with some of our messiest blind items. This one is about Timothée Chalamet and another woman named Anna Marie. It reads, the actress the meme actor was spotted with is a known yachter. He has hookups all the time, but since they are not recorded or photographed, everyone is losing their mind now. This comment reads, damage control incoming. Timothy was...
I want to wear pants this time. Well, when your husband starts writing plays, then we'll know it's really true. Exactly.
Our next blind item made me really sad. It's about Beyonce, Jay-Z, and their son, Sir Carter, who we really don't hear much about. I'll get to that in a moment, but this blind item reads, the A-list family never lets their special needs, allegedly, child join them in public. It is really sad. One person wrote, what is really sad is what he may be subjected to. He needs a welfare check and a physical exam. Both of the younger kids, Rumi and Sir, seem to be on the spectrum. Okay, honestly, I don't even like speculating about any child's condition or whatever. I feel like that is something personal. One person says that Beyonce had a preeclampsia. Comment below if you've ever heard that before. When she was pregnant with them, it can restrict blood flow and
It
oxygen
is.
to the fetus. Interesting. It's just hard, I guess, because there is a twin who is out and about. So people are going to wonder why the twin goes to the Super Bowl every year and the other never does. You also have to keep in mind that Rumi was on stage with her mom Beyonce and her sister Blue Ivy, but again, Sir Carter was nowhere to be found. As you guys can see, her daughters were at the Super Bowl. Jay-Z had brought them. He's the guy responsible for the halftime show performances, which is why he's been there the last 7 years. And here they are. No Beyonce in sight, though. And again, no Sir Carter, of course. It's really upsetting to me, but I'll always think back to what Kanye West tweeted out about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids, which is why they will never, ever be cool again. Like, literally not in our lifetime.
I found that Sunflower just said the video was in Scott Rouse did it. He's one of the behaviour panels, so I've put that in the private chat. Scott Rouse did it. Hang on,
Okay, thank you. So this is another guy with bringing it up now.
Two back, but I've got to go because I'm just about to serve my dinner, so I'll still watch.
Okay, sweetheart, thank you.
No worries.
Okay, where is it? Right here.
Now this time it's in color and it's at somebody else's house. And like the last video, it raises more questions than it answers. Is this the same person? Why do we think it is? Why do we think it isn't? He's wearing the same clothes. It looks like he's got the gun and the holster in the same place. His body language and behavior
What
look
about the
very similar.
backpack?
But he's got two backpacks. This one gets interesting. Let's take a look.
Something else, because the authorities said, yes, they're looking for this male with an average build, 5 foot 9 inches, 10 inches tall. I'm going to keep repeating it. It's important for everybody to see this, but it is almost certain that his height was gleaned from the Nest camera video at Nancy's door. And as you know, authorities have this second video, that they're hoping leads to new information. So this one was taken just 5 miles away on the same night. Got a man carrying a backpack, arguably dressed in similar clothes. Problem is, NBC News has reported that man is now being cleared. The FBI just wouldn't confirm that to News Nation, though, so we're still trying to make sense of it. I want to bring in Scott Rouse now. Okay, we had him on the program last night. So happy to have him back. He's trained alongside the FBI, Secret Service, U.S. military.
Lisa, was that it? No, I didn't see that. Demi Dictator, I don't have the video of Harry crying again. Yeah, I like him too. He's really good.
Intelligence in behavior and body language. And also I want to bring in Spencer McInvale, who is Director of Digital Forensics for Invista Forensics. Thank you so much for taking the time, guys. Scott, I'll start with you. Again, we're trying to get confirmation whether this person was cleared. You saw the video last night. You see the video of this guy. Same person?
You know, there are a lot of similarities, but in cases like this, a lot of times they'll run in pairs or threes. It's not very often you'll see a kidnapping like this happen. It's just one person pulling it off. It usually takes 2 or 3. And I get a lot of that information from one of my partners, Greg Hartley, was explaining that to me. But in this situation, he's moving quickly. He's moving similarly to the way he was moving in the other video. This guy is. He's not jerky and shaky. He's a man on a mission. He's got something to do. On the way in, it looks like he may be vaping. It looks like that happens twice. I don't think it's a phone going up to his ear. It's blurred, so you can't tell, but I'm assuming it looks like a vape of some kind. There's no talking or anything. Then he keeps touching that holster. That's one thing that clues me into this might be the same guys, because if you look down there at the in his crotch area, you'll see that holster pop out a little bit there as he's reaching up over that fence. So that makes me think that's probably the same guy. His torso pretty much matches the same with his jacket where they both land in both videos. His gait is fairly similar. It's really similar, actually. So, in my opinion, this might be the same guy. I know they probably cleared him. And again, like I said before, these people will run in 2s and 3s when you're pulling something like this off. So it's a hard call because there are so many similarities. Or look for the spot to do it in and can't make it happen right then. There's so many different things,
right,
ways this thing can go.
So Spencer, you wonder one of the reasons if he.
Okay, thank you for that, Demon Dictator. Okay, my daughter has my phone. I will never be able to get that from her. Yeah, she's gone. She has mommy's phone. Yeah. Why I didn't email it to myself? Okay, I'll try to get it off the phone. Yeah, he's crying again. We got to see it. Wow, Lisa, thanks for that. It is Daisy. Thank Lisa, and Demon Dictator. Kara, can I see my phone? I'll give it back. That would be a no. Same jacket, same backpack, too. Same jacket, same backpack. He said the same torso, the same height, built, and everything. Yep, like a fingerprint. I think that he's still going to continue to be a person of interest, even though they cleared him. He can't be. This is such a coincidence that the same guy is a few miles away with 2 backpacks. It's just so, yeah. Hold on, guys. Okay, I want to see Harry cry. I want to see that one. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Harry cry before we leave. I'm gonna do that. Don't worry about that. I'll get the phone. But do you want to see the Andrew betrays the UK with some secrets? You guys want to see that? Or do you? We're going to see Harry cry for sure. Hello, Michelle. Okay. Let's see what's going on. We'll just play it and see what happens.
Released Epstein files. Prince William and Princess Catherine issued a 2-line statement saying, "I can confirm the Prince and Princess have been deeply concerned by the continuing revelations." This is coming from a spokesperson for the royal couple. Continued to say their thoughts remain focused on the victims. What did you make of that statement?
I thought it was great they mentioned the victims because that's been missing in my book from a lot of the royal narrative. But you find, I think, with Catherine and William, they always go straight to the victim line, which is what people want to hear. They want to see some sympathy and empathy for people who were trafficked by Epstein or caught up in his terrible, toxic world. Interesting they don't mention Andrew by name, though. It's just that they're talking around the issue, and they have to address it publicly because they're the next in line, and the next king and queen.
Absolutely.
So, and they want this short off and not affecting their reign. when they're actually at Buckingham Palace. So I think all power to them for actually mentioning it. Would not have been easy, but I do feel it's part of an ongoing strategy from William, communication strategy, to really position them as the new.
So they finally put out a statement.
Well,
they finally put out a statement stating that they are standing with the victims. And we are too. I like the body language guy as well. Yeah, I'm delighted that William and Catherine made the statement. Do you think they needed to make the statement? Because that's what me and Jimmy Dictator was talking about last night. Like, what do you want them to say? But they've come out and said something, which does make it lighter, I guess. I guess they wanted to acknowledge that, guess what? We do know what's going on with the Epstein files, the Epstein situation, and we are with the victims. We are not with Andrew. Interesting.
From the bad old days where Andrew could run amok and basically do what he wanted.
Yeah, his days are coming to an end. Yeah. Let's talk about Meghan Markle. She's been busy promoting her latest as ever product, that is chocolate, and she's featured, would you believe it, her husband Harry on Instagram trying it out. Let's take a look.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Yes, please.
White chocolate.
Thank you. Love you.
What a surprise. I mean,
why not take the whole thing?
Are we shocked that Meghan's filming Harry trying out her latest product?
He's the king's son, and he's gone from royal duties to product demos. It's basically an infomercial in their luxury home, isn't it? I mean, what's next? As ever, steak knives, maybe? I don't know, but clearly he's now been reduced to a bit part in her performance, which I'm very cynical about Meghan, as you know, but I suspect that's always been the plan, that she is the main event and he's like the backup dancer, in a way.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, you can see it every time. I think she's getting slammed for this. I've seen plenty of comments, a lot of people calling it cringe. But
it's cringe.
Yeah,
It's just
no surprise at all. Cringe from Harry too, I'm sorry. It's painful to watch. Finally, I want to get your thoughts on the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The
Hot new
halftime
romance.
show is dividing America. And yes, as you say, new romance. We've seen this new romance be made official. Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton, they hard launched their relationship at the stadium, Louise.
Well, that was exciting, wasn't it, to see that? But Kim doesn't do subtle romance reveals, does she? There's always a strategy behind it. I mean, beautiful hair and makeup, photographed by her photographer before she actually entered the stadium, etc. Look, Lewis Hamilton is an established Formula One.
Let's get to the secrets. It says, this was an old one. I don't even know why I played that. Secrets. Where's the secrets? Here it is. Here's the secret.
My favorite guest. How you doing, Kinsey?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, what a way to start an interview.
Yeah, well, just buttering you up so you say the right things, you know. No, it's true. It's true. Of course, you know that. Extraordinary revelations. They're going to be in the Sun tomorrow. They kind of emerged yesterday, you know, when Pat Bondi was fighting with all the Democrats in Washington. That picture of Prince Andrew kneeling over a girl who's redacted, I mean, fully clothed, to be fair, at Jeffrey Epstein's mansion. It turns out that girl.
That was so much to see Andrew leaning over on that girl that was on the floor. It was a lot to me to see. And they keep showing videos and pictures of him. But why aren't they releasing all the photos and pictures? I'm sure our current president is in there. Keep digging. That's what he said, Michelle. He pretty much said that it could be a group of them, people working in tandems. Yep. They could be working together. Guy, the dog that died over a year ago, was in that video. Really? That was an old video then that I just showed. Marine, no way.
Is one of his sex trafficking victims. And now that really ups the ante in terms of the trouble that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is in. Gordon Brown, our former Prime Minister today, telling the police to get their skates on and interview this guy, not just because of his potential criminal activity, selling British secrets to his friend Jeffrey Epstein when he was a trade envoy, but also allegedly because he could well be part of Epstein's sex trafficking operation. The Gordon Brown saying the police need to interview him fast.
Are they saying that he was like a part of it? A part of it? A co-conspirator? Andrew was not a co-conspirator. I think Andrew is a depraved, deviant. There will be much more to come. Yep, there's a lot coming. He sold secrets to Epstein, apparently, about the UK. And then let's continue.
This is such an escalating crisis for the royal family.
He is not, I don't think, I could be wrong, allegedly, he could be, I don't know, but I could be wrong that the fact is I keep going blank. That Andrew was a part of it. He was a part of it, but was he a part of it? Like the planning and all of that? No, I don't think so.
Isn't it?
Well, first of all, I want to say, color me cynical, that an American politician says this. I feel like American politicians are using this to build their own platforms. And I say that because I'm watching your country self-destruct over this. Meanwhile, there are a lot of very big names on that list of people still in leadership in the United States that are just laying low, that aren't having to deal with any consequences whatsoever. We don't see them demanding, we don't see Congress demanding them go sit down and be interviewed in front of them over the Epstein files. So, I need to hear one more person tell me that is a sex trafficking victim before I'm going to take it as truth. But
it's Prince Andrew. So I'm leaning towards it's true.
I know.
It's him, for God's sake. These are just allegations at the moment.
Don't you also think he's such a moron? He's such an idiot. He's such an entitled piece of garbage that he might and Virginia Guthrie says this in her memoir. He felt entitled to her. Like he was like, you're lucky to be with me because I'm a prince. Does he really think of these women? Does he understand the circumstances of how these women are coming into his life? Or does he think Jeffrey Epstein's like, hey, want to go hook up with a prince? I don't know if he's properly processing the situation or if he just is such a total tool. Does that make sense?
I think he is a total tool, but it's well known that in this entire disgraceful saga, he's in denial. He doesn't realize, or perhaps he's deliberately trying not to realize the depth of the trouble he's in. He is going to get
it. Where his friends are asking if he has mental health issues. And I'm not talking about, I'm depressed. I'm saying you're not processing information properly.
Yeah.
Is that a mental health?
I think he does have a problem. I mean, he is notoriously thick or dumb, as you say in the States, and he's pompous. And he's got himself into a world of trouble. Now, yet this morning's Sun, today's Sun newspaper, you no doubt will have seen it, sensationally reveals. I think that the lowest point of the royal family in recent years was when they ill-advisedly gave Andrew £12 million to hand to Virginia Guthrie. Effectively, that was hush money to keep Jeffrey Epstein's secrets. The royal family should never have got involved in that grubby deal. Today, this morning, we find out what we always suspected. That Andrew didn't have a pot to pee in, so he had to borrow most of the money from his mother, the Queen, the late great Queen. Massive mistake by her. She didn't often make mistakes, but that was a huge mistake. And it was a huge mistake by our current king because he funded the rest of the money when he was Prince Charles. The king owes us a massive apology for this huge mistake that they made, don't you think?
And Prince Philip as well. It was Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth, and Prince Charles at the time. I've been defending him for the last few weeks, saying, look, it's my understanding he hated his brother. So why would he know his brother's schedule? Why would he know his brother's social circle? He couldn't stand him. They couldn't carry on a conversation. But if I'm asking someone for millions of dollars in a loan, I'm going to need to know exactly where that money is going and what it's for. I have a very hard time defending him about this particular instance. But what I have spoken to people that worked at the palace, and they have told me that Andrew lied to his family and said that this wasn't true, and that said that this was that he was that this was basically extortion, and the family was trying to protect him.
I'll tell you what exactly. I know what they were doing. And I've got some sympathy for it. It was the Queen's special Jubilee
Platinum
year.
Jubilee.
Yeah, it was a Jubilee year. They didn't want those celebrations to be overshadowed by this sordid, grubby affair. So they gave Andrew the money. That was a massive mistake. But the idea, the king, or the prince as he was then, and the Queen and Prince Philip, they're not stupid. If Andrew's going to go to them and say, can I have £12 million to give to Virginia Guthrie to stop her going into the New York Civil Court? What do you want that for? Well, she's telling lies about me. It's not true, but can you give me 12 million? What they would say is, look, if it's not true, you don't have to give her £12 million. Right. They gave him that money. It was hush money to make that problem go away. As I say, Her Majesty the Queen didn't make many mistakes, but that was a massive mistake. It was a massive mistake on Prince Philip's part, and it was a massive mistake on the then Prince of Wales, Charles's part. And Charles, he's the king now. He's got to apologize for this.
Can we seriously take a moment to process, I was there for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Was I not going to show up if Andrew was going to civil court? No, I was still, I got COVID. I was still going to show up. I showed up, I got COVID in those crowds. I got stuck there.
Yeah, very, very interesting, Lisa. Hello, Cece. Welcome. All right, we're going to move on from here. And I have...
In your country, because they wouldn't let me on an airplane. No, I was still going to go to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, and I did. I know that you're exactly right. That was the thought process. But would we have stayed home? No, we would have still gone.
The legend that comes on every day now, because this story will not go away. It's on the front of every newspaper again. The royal connections and the Epstein saga. A very good morning to Kinsey Schofield, live in Los Angeles.
Andrew is in some serious trouble, and I do believe that he may be. I believe that he may have to. He may have to be questioned by the police. You guys think? questioned by the police. Yesterday, when we were watching at Auntie Mickey's house, one of the victims came out and mentioned Andrew's name and said that Virginia, what was her name that unalived herself, that she was with him. She the one took a picture with him. These victims are speaking out, they're coming out, you're seeing their faces, they're not being quiet. Congress is trying to shut them down and make them be quiet. You can't tell me that the Secretary of, what was her name? The Secretary of Defense is doing her job correctly. I don't see it. I think he should be questioned too at this point. You know, he seemed to have spent a lot of time with Epstein and the victims. Wow. I agree with you, CC. I don't believe she did either. I don't. For my opinion too. I don't think so either. Now, he's being slammed for not paying back a $12 million settlement. Credit case.
Angelis, good morning.
I'll miss you next week, JK.
Well, are you taking the week off as well? Because there are rumors that you're thinking of taking the week off. And then, of course, all these rumors start circulating.
The Poppy, JK, and Kinsey weekend, I live for that. I'm there.
There you go. Listen, in the Epstein files, it talked about a British Prime Minister Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm not getting involved in that sort of threesome talk, Schofield.
No,
what sort of language are you coming up with?
No, we're more like the Kumbaya crew, okay? None of that.
Right, listen, oh God, it goes on again. Overnight, Andrew is being probed by criminal prosecutors over the Epstein scandal. You might have read or seen the Attorney General, Bondi, being attacked by Democratic senators in America going, why haven't you prosecuted the ex-Prince Andrew? No message from Trump on this. This is not going anywhere. I mean, this story continues to dominate. It's on the front of the Sun as well, about how the Queen, Philip and Charles loaned him $12 million.
Who loaned him that?
Million to pay off Guthrie, hasn't paid back a penny.
I mean, that is the hardest.
As well, about how the Queen, Philip and Charles loaned him $12 million to pay off Guthrie, hasn't paid back a penny.
I mean, that is the hardest headline for me to digest this morning. Learning that King Charles loaned, is a silly word to use, Andrew money to settle this claim from Virginia is deeply troubling, especially based on the conversations we've had over the last week.
Wow. Your brother gives you $12 million to settle a debt that you have, and you go and you spend it on something else? How is that accomplished? What is going on? Attorney General. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Andrew and Alan Dershowitz. Wow. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for the clarification. Debbie says it's the Attorney General that is not doing her job. She didn't say that she wasn't doing her job. I added that. And yeah, that's right, CC. Debbie says the only big names was Virginia ever put out there were Andrew and Alan Dershowitz. If your brother loaned you $12 million to pay off a debt, when you pay off the debt, the settlement or whatever it is, can you imagine $12 million? Here's the money. Don't worry about it, brother. I got you. But this idiot went and spent it on something else.
Where I've been defending him relentlessly. At this point, it's very difficult to argue that the king was completely unaware of Andrew's activities, or to maintain that he isn't at all connected to what's going on based on this new information.
Oh, that's bull crap. They want to connect him so bad to this. King Charles did not know what was going on over there at the island. He wasn't on the island with Andrew. He wasn't friends. He wasn't friends with this guy. He didn't know anything about him, Kinsley. I beg to differ to say that he knew. He didn't know about the victims, that's for sure. I think he should be questioned by the police too. Maureen said, this whole situation gives me chills up my spine and disgusts me to the core of my soul.
Even if the intention was to help a family member, facilitating a payoff to, there's no other way to translate it other than to silence an alleged victim. It's not a great look, and it raises real questions about judgment, accountability, and the optics of protecting a relative at the expense of transparency and justice.
It's interesting. I couldn't agree more. I read that this morning and my jaw dropped because, of course, in the last few days when you and I and Angela Loney have talked about this, people have started to say, well, what the hell did the Queen think the money was for? We know it was her favourite son. Does some of the blame sadly lie with her? Turns out that Philip and Charles were part of this. I don't know why you'd loan 12 million quid to a bloke who's skint. And it is absolutely right to say that now our now king is up to his eyes in it, because there is every reason for people to say you provided money to pay off a victim who'd been sexually abused, trafficked, whatever you want to call it, by the world's most vilest paedophile, and your brother used that money to try and stave off probing prosecution or whatever. And I go back, and I'll keep going back to this. I don't think the royal family has ever been mired in such a position. I think the king is in real trouble over this. I really do.
I think you're right, unfortunately. And
How is he in trouble?
I will say, I talked to Tom Bauer yesterday, who wrote Rebel Prince. And Tom Bauer is, as you know, heavily involved in writing about the British royal family. And he agreed with me that Charles loathed Andrew growing up, that he probably wouldn't know what his agenda looked like. They didn't have a lot in common. They didn't speak very often voluntarily. But here we have tangible proof that, nobody hands over such a significant amount of money without knowing why. I'm sure when there was a strategy session going on, the king, Prince Charles at the time, said specifically, why do you need this sum of money? And it was explained to him, and he handed it over. And, as we sit back and think along those lines and we paint that picture in our heads, it thoroughly disappoints us.
I couldn't agree more. And we had a conversation, I started this on Wednesday, and the traction online was extraordinary. I will absolutely nail my colours to the mast now, and I am a royalist. I think the king might well find himself in a position where the only way to save his precious monarchy is to step aside and abdicate. And you said something yesterday that almost everybody went, God, I hadn't thought of that. And you said, and I'll
Michelle, why do you think the king needs to be questioned at this time? Why do you think King Charles needs to be questioned? Interesting. Okay, guys, we're going to move on from this subject. We got a few more subjects.
Repeated today that you felt there was a good chance that he might well use his illness to step aside as he's mired on this, which would give William and Kate the chance who weren't.
Now they're trying to get him to step down. This is that stupid stuff. To abdicate the throne. Why would he do that? He's the king. He's running the country. He's doing what he needs to do. When it's time for William, it'll be time for William. Until then, stop trying to rush him off the throne because he did not know. You're going to have to give me some more evidence to show that King Charles knew what was going on. And even if he did, what was he supposed to do? He was supposed to tell his brother, turn his brother in. Shame on you, King Charles. You guys think he knew? If you knew King Charles, you're in trouble. You may have to step down. Debbie, you think Charles will have to step down if he knew? There it is. I asked Debbie, and here's her answer. Charles may not have participated, but he knew what Epstein was about. It was not a secret in the social circles. Oh, King Charles, I'm like Kinsley now. I can't back you up on this. Debbie said it. You knew. You knew. Oh, how disgusting. If he knew, then he should step down. That's right, Demon Dictator. That's too bad, too sad, King Charles. You're going to have to step down too. Because you knew. You think if he knew, the Queen knew too? This thing got deep. Deep, deep, deep.
Of course, to start with a clean slate. That, constitutionally, when I look back to 1937 and Wallace Simpson, that is absolutely huge if that happens. Huge.
But do we really think that he would do it? He's waited his entire life for this job. He was impatiently waited his entire life for this job. And I feel like it means the entire world to him. And I guess to go back to what you said to me earlier in the week, or maybe it was even last week, I think I need to hear from him. I think I need to hear from him.
Ooh.
I think that might change my...
Now it's time, Demon Dictator. People want to hear from him now. But he's already spoken out. He said that he would fully cooperate with the investigators. But not just that, he's going to have to come out and speak on this now. He's been put into a predicament that he unfortunately cannot ignore. Because people are going to want to know, did he know? This is what I don't understand, is everybody knows that Donald Trump and Epstein were like buddies and all this, and he was over there in the action, and he knew too. Why are we holding him, Andrew, to a higher power than we would a United States president? He knew too. Debbie, you tell me that Donald Trump didn't know that them women were there? He was friends with him 10 years. This is what I don't understand. We have to hold everybody accountable. If Clinton was in there, hold him accountable too. He knew too. But what I'm trying to say is that we have someone in power that knew. Why are we not holding him to account? Why shouldn't he have to step down? Debbie, demon dictator, why shouldn't Donald Trump have to step down if he knew what was going on? Why would we hold Donald Trump accountable, King Charles accountable, and don't hold the President of the United States accountable? So Debbie says the Queen knew to some extent. She had to know. Same as Trump. It's a very good question, Lisa. I would really, really like to know that. Oh, thank you, Maureen. I appreciate that. I really do. Why? Unfortunately, I don't think Charles knowing is grounds for him to be abdicated. Oh, there you go. So you feel the same way about Donald Trump. Him knowing doesn't take away his ability to run the country. Is that what you're saying? What are you saying, Debbie? Yes, everyone has committed crimes they knew should be held accountable. There you go, demon dictator. Everybody that knew should be held accountable. Accessory to it. Trump was not buddies with Epstein. He ran in that circle. They were friends. They knew each other for 10 years. They had a 10-year relationship. He was abusing women then. In those 10 years. It doesn't matter when they stopped talking. It's the fact that they were. If knowing that serious crimes were committed, then yes. But if he knew nothing about criminal offenses, then no, he shouldn't abdicate.
My heart. But right now, I'm very uncomfortable and almost, to be honest with you, embarrassed that I've spent the last few weeks defending him specifically because, I have egg on my face today.
I think there's many, and I'd include you and I on this.
See, you're assuming. We're all assuming. Allegedly he knew. We don't know that for a fact. Debbie just said that she believes he knew. But how come Trump didn't know? Because he stopped being friends with him in 2006?
This massively, who are diehard loyalists who quite rightly, I think, have grown up and believed in the system. And I've understood that he wants to streamline it. But I'm like you. You just said, I'm not sure if he'd do it because he's spent his life growing up knowing this was his destiny. I would hope in his heart that the longevity or even the chance for the monarchy to survive, and I think it's that serious, will be based in his head and he'll know it's the right decision. I'm getting to the point where this is so murky. I mean, overnight, the other thing, Andrew, quite interesting, is going to be probed by criminal prosecutors. I've said it until I'm blue in the face this week. If Peter Mandelson traded secrets with Epstein, he will go to jail. If the ex-Duke of York did the same as a trade envoy, and I don't think lukewarm comments like, we'll talk to the police from the palace, he should face exactly the same charges and the same fate. Because the British public and the public across the world, they've moved on from that entitlement. And that's the big problem the royal family have. And if they hide him or they pretend this isn't going to happen, I don't know as a royalist what.
They're not hiding him, and they're not pretending that this is not going to happen. King Charles has already said that he's fully cooperating with the authorities, period.
The hell will come next? Genuinely mean that.
Well, I am smiling at you because I don't know if you've seen the Mandelson emails between Jeffrey Epstein and Peter when Fergie gets caught in the cash for access scandal. But Mandelson specifically says in an email to Jeffrey Epstein that if Andrew had been elected to anything, he'd have to resign, adding that Ferguson seems so desperate about the cash for access. And the two of them, Peter Mandelson and Jeffrey Epstein, are actually strategizing how to help Sarah Ferguson get out of this scandal, saying that maybe she should admit she has, and there is no proof of this. I think that they're just, strategizing. Epstein says maybe she should say she has medication abuse problems and she needs to go into rehab. They're just, it's constant scheming. It's constant covering up for each other, to your point. And, we want accountability. These people are in leadership roles. These people are supposed to be held to higher standards, and their behavior is vulgar. Their behavior is embarrassing, and it's not a reflection of who we are. And these are people, elected officials, and even royalty that are supposed to represent us.
I couldn't agree more. And I think for both of us, there's real frustration, there's real anger. I just want to ask you two things. And I ask you every day as this story unfolds. Do you think the king will abdicate over this?
No.
I don't think that Keir Starmer will. I don't think that the king will. I think that they are very stubborn and that their egos would not let them, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, I think the people across the world might demand it. And more than anything, let me ask you this. I'm so grateful for you hanging on this morning. Do you think the ex-Duke of York will end up behind prison bars? Because I am increasingly beginning to believe he will.
I think that that's more likely than seeing a resignation from either one of those men.
Love having you on. Thank you for staying up late as well.
I don't have to tell you things are bad.
Joining me now is celebrity and royal commentator Kinsey Schofield.
This is funny, and then we'll close it down. We're moving on. We've done the Epstein situation. Andrew is in trouble. He can't hide behind palace walls. They can't hide him, but they can strip him of his royalness, which is what they have done. And they're cooperating with the investigation if there is going to be an investigation. But telling the king to step down and all this other stuff because he knew, that's speculation. He snitched to the FBI because of the crimes. It's too many, and I'm just getting the highlights of them, Debbie. It hurts my heart that our beloved late queen gave birth to a debacle preacher like Andrew. I know, it's so horrible. Hey, guess what? Harry is not making $1 million a speech anymore. He's affordable. Oh, he's at 50K. That's still a lot. But he's not even at 100,000. Wow, people aren't wanting him to speak. His speaking engagements have dried up.
Kinsey, let's start with Prince Harry. An insider has confirmed to royal expert Rob Shooter that Prince Harry is now charging a small fee of $50,000 US. Doesn't sound small, but it is for a prince. This is for speaking appearances. This is a far cry from the millions he was charging per speech when he and Meghan ditched the royal family back in 2020. It sounds like the Duke's rivers of gold have dried up, Kinsey.
I mean, actions have consequences. I really have a hard time taking someone seriously that quits nearly everything he starts, doesn't get along with anyone in his family, and casually and enthusiastically discusses their drug use. Truly, what does Prince Harry bring to the table? I mean, it's that royal proximity, which, thanks to Jeffrey Epstein, has even taken a hit. I'm surprised anyone would pay him anything. Seashells.
Wow.
Seashells. Now, historian and author Andrew Lowney has said that King Charles should abdicate and hand the throne over to Prince William to save the monarchy and wipe the slate clean amid the continuing fallout from the Epstein files. Here's what he had to say.
Do you think that the clamour could literally end King Charles's reign?
Yes, I think it could. I mean, I think they seem unable to learn the lessons of the past. They've tried to shut the story down for years, to the extent of issuing legal threats against journalists, strong arm pressure to deny them access to royal interviews, etc. So the king has known about this. The Queen protected Andrew. The easiest thing would be for the king to abdicate.
Kinsey, there is widespread dissatisfaction with how the palace has dealt with this. They've known about some of these allegations for around 15 years or more.
You're right. I mean, people are very angry. There are certain people within the palace that have known about the allegations for quite some time. But are those people angry with the appropriate monarch? I spoke to Tom Bauer today, author of Rebel Prince, about King Charles, who told me that Charles has never gotten along with Andrew. They were never close. He would have no reason to know what Andrew was up to behind closed doors, who he was associating with. This is an
Okay. So a few minutes ago, Kinsley Schofield was talking about how now she believes that they had he knew. But so she did this interview before she did that one over there with the gentleman telling us that he needs to abdicate. But he shouldn't, because like you said, they didn't have a relationship. King Charles and Andrew wasn't close. He didn't follow his brother. He didn't know what was going on with his brother. So to flip-flop like that, according to Marine, Harry will soon be available for $10,000 to open a dollar store.
inherited mess, and the Queen's advisors should have done a better job of protecting the future of the monarchy by being more ruthless towards Andrew sooner. I really have sympathy for the king here.
You would think the future king would be briefed about these sorts of allegations. If people were coming forward and threatening legal action, were saying these rumours were circulating, surely the future monarch would be advised, given that at some point they're going to be taking on this responsibility. It seems a very bizarre way of running things at the palace. Joe Rogan, on the other hand, has revealed that in 2017, he received an unwanted invitation to meet Jeffrey Epstein via one of the guests on his show. Here he is discussing what happened with Cheryl Hines.
I'm in the files for not going. Jeffrey Epstein was trying to meet with me. This was like 2017. One of my guests was trying to get me to meet him. I was like, are you high? Like, what the are you talking about?
Joe Rogan is a long way from the former Prince Andrew. He could not be tempted to meet with Epstein, Kinsey. I don't think Joe Rogan is the type of man who can be bought or is susceptible to the likes of Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, and this is just a friendly reminder that just because someone is mentioned within the DOJ email drop, it doesn't mean they're actually guilty of anything Epstein related. He was pursuing a relationship with Rogan. Rogan wasn't interested, and Rogan is there still name dropped. I'm so glad he told that story to put that distance between him and the convicted sex offender, because some people can't separate fact from fiction, and these documents have made people crazy.
Absolutely. And the same you could argue for Donald Trump. His name's in the files, but it's in the files confirming that he was talking to authorities about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, encouraging them to investigate and charge them.
That's a bunch of BS. That's what you was talking about, Debbie. You know what? The spin is real. The spin is real. The spinadoo. Stop spinning it. He was over there. He was over there at the island. He knew Epstein. He knew what was going on. He wasn't talking about bring him to justice. That's a bunch of BS. It is. It's a bunch of BS. Talking about he wasn't in the file. He was in the files, but he is being a very good boy by saying, let's go after him and his girlfriend. Let's go after Epstein. That's a bunch of BS. He can't do both roles. He can't play both roles in this game that they have created. You cannot play both roles. Yeah, Michelle, she's flip-flopping. That's what you're doing, Kinsley. You're flip-flopping. She's doing a flippy-doo. Girl, you flipping out, Kinsley. Girl, you're a flippy-doo. Michelle said that you are doing a flip-flopper. Flip-flop-a-doo. Flip-a-doo, flap-a-doo. Flapper-doo. They always trying to protect him. They're always trying to sugarcoat it, fix it, make it don't seem like you see it. You working on your taxes? Oh, Pickles, tell us about it. April's coming. So, why do you think the Fergies stayed latched onto the royal family nipple after she and Andrew divorced? They were in the mix. Check the files. Exactly, and why people defend violating children is sickening. It is. It is, Lisa, trying to change the subject, trying to pretend that he's not who they say he is. And he is that. He violated children. He knew what was going on. He was a part of that for 10 years. And see, they won't get up here and talk about Trump. They won't talk about the real stuff. They'll talk around it and over it. Like, he's in the files. Let's just be clear there. But he said to be wanting to investigate Epstein, and he know he's not. He hasn't come out and condemned him. He hasn't came out and said anything against Epstein. He hasn't. Shouldn't he do that? We want King Charles to come out and speak. What about your president, Trump, Kinsley? What about your president? Should he come out and make a statement? Or would it fall on deaf ears? Kinsley. Why am I calling her Kinsey? Let it go, Michelle. Let it go, Michelle. I like calling her Kinsley. She's a flip-flop-a-doo. That's what she is, Marine. Kinsley is a flip-flop-a-doo. Kinsley did that with the Where's Catherine's deal. I don't remember that, Debbie.
It was before Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of being a pedophile.
Whatever.
Okay, Kinsey, let's talk about the Winter Olympics. And Norwegian biathlete Sturla Holm Laggrid has caused quite a stir after public.
There's been a lot of reporting that Meghan may be returning to the UK this summer for the first time in, I guess, 4 years. How significant would that be? And also, like, what's the likelihood of the monarchy approving?
First of all, Kinsley, Omid Scobie and Meghan Markle are not talking to each other. Okay? Meghan dumped him after the book. So why would she encourage him to go back to the UK? This is going to be a whole bunch of lie-a-thon because I don't trust Omid Scobie. He lied about Catherine and King Charles, and he let Meghan manipulate him. So he's been Meghan Markle.
Security for her.
I mean, we've seen with Harry's battles that he's had within the court about access to the right kind of security, not just for himself, but for his family when they do visit the UK. It's taken a long time to reach that point. So we now see a family who
Michelle
come and go to the UK in a more kind of free and less, I guess, like security-wise stressful way. Whether that means any difference between the relationship with royals, I can't see much changing. I remember one of the last times I saw Meghan in the working capacity. It was her last day at Buckingham Palace, and on that day, this was obviously some time ago. She said,
I can't hear.
I'll never come back to the UK, and I'm sure some of that frustration and anger that was felt has probably gone away, and I'm sure returning to the UK might bring up some emotions, but I also think it could be a great start for them to kind of like rip the band-aid and kind of treat this as the place that
she's not
Harry
going
has
back
a huge
to the
connection
UK.
Security doesn't seem like it's the breaking point, but is that the make or break issue here, or are there conversations going on behind the scenes?
You know, with Harry, I think it was the fact that he didn't have access to security that had access to national intelligence. And so, as someone as high profile as them, as members of the royal family, it is very difficult to then know that you are 100% safe in that situation.
You sound like a bubbling idiot. Omid Scobie. Number one, he's not this high profile person. Is he high profile? He's not over here in the United States. He's like a regular Mojo over here. We don't consider him a prince. We consider him an A-lister that needs bodyguards. Okay? I agree with you, Maureen, on that one. I doubt if we ever get the truth
and that was
from it
always what he
all.
was fighting for. And so now that it has been dealt with, it'll be interesting to see how often they do go to the UK moving forward.
Are you going to visit your dad, Harry? It does seem like that there's been the slightest bit of a thaw between Harry and his father.
Cut your
of
hair
course, not
off.
so much with William and Harry. With Meghan, if she does decide to go back to the UK, is that something that you think could go a long way in helping repair this relationship?
I think the first steps in repairing any kind of relationship between the Sussex.
She's the reason why the relationship is jacked up in the first place. So why would they try to repair She has nothing to do with repairness.
Is the British members of the royal family is that
What was
it's all down to Harry, and we have seen
Gave it to her
a
cold?
slight kind of, I guess, like crack in the frost.
Well, they met.
Between
That was
Charles and Harry, and I think
Was
that
it rubbery?
that's gone a long way in kind of establishing that warmth. Sadly, that hasn't extended as far as Prince William, who remains as the person with the door firmly shut.
Too long.
I know a couple of years ago that Harry tried to have an intermediary connect the two of them for a conversation, and it was William who was very much opposed to that.
Do you speak to William now? Do you text?
Currently, no.
What's the likelihood of a reconciliation? Your best educated guess.
A lot of time has passed since the kind of lowest points for Harry and Meghan and their experiences in the royal fold, with this addition of no security worries and the ability to come and go. I think it's inevitable. It's inevitable that we will see some contact made on a kind of more family-to-family scale. I don't imagine William will be part of that, but I think given Charles has kind of maintained some line of communication with his son and is in a later stage of his life where perhaps is reflecting on things a little differently, it would shock me if we didn't see those tiny little baby steps continue.
It would be nice to reconcile.
Is there a world where Harry could make up with his family, but because it seemed like Meghan was kind of an issue, or is Harry not going for that? It's all of us or none of us.
Omid Scooby-Doo it. Omid Scooby-Doo is an old-looking creature who reminds me of a ventriloquist dummy. I love it, Maureen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because I agree with you.
Harry and Meghan definitely have pulled in the ranks when it comes to sharing information about their feelings on the kind of separation or the divide between the families. But I think that at this point, given that we're now hearing that Meghan is open to the idea of visiting to the UK and that the children...
Ask about her father. Just a second, sweetheart. What about her father?
Might be there.
The
It's
one in the
inevitable
Philippines.
that
Ask him about that.
will lead to some kind of interaction with the king, maybe even Queen Camilla. Again, I can't see William and Kate being part of that.
While Omid has stepped away from Harry and Meghan's inner circle, the royal author hasn't stopped writing about the family. But his latest book, Royal Spin, with co-author Robin Benway, out now, is fiction. The drama, set to become a TV show, is about an American press agent who moves to the UK to work at Buckingham Palace.
We sold the show based on 60 pages of the book.
Wow.
So-
Zero pressure. Is this based on like some of your experience in there, loosely based on some of your experience?
I wanted to make sure that the book didn't rip headlines out of real
Sure.
life. You know, I don't want people to feel like, oh, that's the Harry and Meghan situation. That's the Andrew scandal. But I did want to bring my experiences as a reporter that kind of got right in the middle of that fold. I would say that there were points where I was much more in the center of it than any journalist had been. I did experience that difficulty between being friends with these people and also having to tell the story and dealing with the fallout of that and seeing the frustrations and difficulties that they faced as a result of me telling an accurate narrative. I kept like 12 years of diaries, so we have unlimited material.
How often does the press office leak?
Often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people would be surprised that a lot of the anonymous source quotes that have been on this show or in the British press or just in the press in general come from a usually stressed out publicist at the Buckingham Palace or Kensington Palace press office saying, listen, if you're going to write this story, at least say this, but don't quote me. When I told Harry and Meghan's story in Finding Freedom and then pushed things even further in my book that followed, I had Prince William remove me from the press pack for quite some time because it was felt that I wasn't trustworthy enough to keep in that inner circle, because what if the information goes back to Harry and Meghan? And so just like you see over here in the US, that access is often threatened. One of the things that we kind of explore in the book is like, what would it look like if we open the doors a little more, if the press have a little more access, a little more transparency, if the royals are a little more honest about the goings-ons in their life, there's less cover-ups. And I think those are all the things that have seen the current royals stumble time and time again. And I think William and Kate are hoping that they can tear away from that and do things very differently.
What's the temperature on William becoming king, Kate becoming queen, and how, you know, this next generation of royals will play out?
Kate's always enjoyed a huge amount of popularity in the UK. Not only is she a fascinating...
No, she hasn't. She is not that person about popularity. She's just popular. No, it's Meghan that needs popularity and feels, you know, needs that affirmation.
Fascinating individual, but I think she has always been the kind of like darling of the media and the British public.
She is a darling.
I think also with the personal struggles and battles that she's had in recent years and overcoming the most horrific health challenges, I think has really kind of endeared her even more to even members of the public that have no interest in the royal family. And so I think that sets them up for a really great start for the day that they do become king and queen. You know, William's made it clear that he wants to do things a little differently, that this will be a slightly more stripped back, maybe a tie a little loosened version of the British royal family. And I'm really curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Because I think that softening is what's needed.
And while one generation deals with that future transition, what about the next king and queen's kids?
I do kind of look at George and Louis and think William and Harry. Louis, he bad sometimes. He's not, you know, the little
fun.
kid. Always do. Right. You know, you kind of saw that then.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, are we seeing like 2.0?
History has shown us time and time again that the heir to the throne lives a very different life to those that aren't. And I think that will always be William and Kate's challenge with their 3 children, is that there is one who has his purpose set out. He's never going to have to question his purpose in life. The other 2 need to go out and find that. And I think given the environment that they've grown up in, that does present all kinds of challenges. How will the press be at that point? Will they be just as in their lives as they were in Harry and William's lives? Or will they back off and allow these children to grow up in a safer space?
Well, you see how they're raising their children, and their children is not being, Catherine and William are doing a great job compared to Meghan and Harry. They got their kids locked in Montecito that no one can see, no family members, nothing. It's really a weird situation.
Space. All of this is unknown, but again, it goes back to this being the soap opera.
When the last time you seen
Meghan? Because so much is still unwritten.
They're the first kids that are coming up with social media as monarchs.
Right.
And I feel like this is it's a whole new ballgame now, because again of that 24/7 news cycle and the idea that if you don't tell the narrative, someone else will make a narrative for you.
Joining me now is celebrity and royal commentator Kinsey
Trail.
All right, my lovely, 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 lovely crowd today. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this lovely, lovely Friday. Didn't we have fun? Thank you, Pickles. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. This has been a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful live. I'm going to cook tonight. I may do a live on cooking. We will see. But I am going to cook. I got to take something out to cook. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Demon Dictator. She's going to drink some wine. That's going to be yummy to the tummy. Is it red? Exactly. Dispector? What is that? Oh, okay. Yummy, yummy. Valentine's Day is coming up. When is it? I want some chocolate candy. Hard candy. The different assorted chocolate. Oh, it's tomorrow. The 14th. I used to get my husband stuff for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, babe. It's going to be so cool. All right, my lovely people. Until tomorrow. I got to get ready for court on Tuesday. So I'm going to get started on that. I need to run to the printer and print some stuff out. I need a date. Maybe my husband can take me and my daughter out for Valentine's Day. We can go to our crab leg place. I have a date. I have a date. I have a date. Have a great day, everyone.